There it is.
Three,
Let's do it.
two,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
one.
Here we go. Here we go. That's how you do it. All right. I'm gonna pause those tunes for a minute. Turn it down. Oh man. Might even turn up my volume for just a little bit too. Ah, here we go, Dalton. Here we go, man. Let me get back to our chat scene. Okay, my light turned off up ahead. That's perfect. I was hoping that would go off. Let's go, Dalton. Let's go, man. All right. So I wasn't quite ready, but we're still gonna jump into this. Let me get this stream. Gotta get this, get my stream edited real quick, and then we'll be up and running. But yeah, if you guys are new to the stream, we are currently live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok. All you guys have to do is look up iAchieve or iAchieve Studios, and you guys will find me. The Old Republic 2. This is the Sith Lords we're playing. So we're gonna play this for a little while. And I might even jump over and do a mission or two of Star Wars Episode 3. What is up, Kevin J? Welcome back to the stream, man. Hell yeah, glad to see you here. Don, you're saying let me know. I wonder what the dog thinks of the casual light changing. He's probably confused more than anything. He just sits under my desk. Do you see him right here? Do you see him? He is right here underneath my desk. That's where he likes to sit, is right in here, man. He just sits there right next to me and he waits for pets. Yeah, dude, he's... Come here, bud. Come here. Yeah. There he is. Domry, buddy. Dude, now he's gonna sit here because I started petting him. Now he doesn't want to move, and I'm gonna I gotta wheel my chair forward so I can get right where I need to be. He's not gonna move. There we go. But yeah, no, he literally just sits right here, he's right down here, man. He just pokes his nose out of this little corner, and he's like trying to. Basically, I'll sit like this, right? And he'll boop his nose straight into my elbow, man, when I'm trying to, anytime I'm playing like mouse and keyboard. But yeah, did I get everything? Yeah, I got everything done. I just had to click the save button. Crazy. Now I should be all good. Yeah, guys, we're gonna continue some more KOTOR 2. Might even jump into just a little bit of Star Wars Episode 3, kind of more towards the end. Still want to really try to progress through KOTOR 2, and then also probably another mission in, maybe 2 missions in on Star Wars Episode 3. But that's pretty much gonna be our plan for the night, guys. Oh, also, I'm gonna answer a comment right now. I just had a comment come in on my last post over there on TikTok. You can port. He's talking about porting characters, which I doubt you can even do on original Xbox. I'm asking him, you can port characters on original Xbox? Question mark? Alright. I'm gonna see what he says because I'm kind of curious now. He's got my attention, man. He's talking about porting characters. I don't think that's even a thing that I can do on original Xbox, if I'm being quite honest. Let me real quick, guys. We gotta change our input, and we also have to change. Or actually, I just want to pull up my stream for playback on my tablet. That plugged in. All right, and let me change that. I'm gonna change my input source here on my monitor. HDMI 1. And just to let you guys know, I am still running this on the original Xbox. Got my Duke controller here for you guys to see with little custom thumb grips on it. And you guys can also tell I already got pulled up here the original Xbox dashboard. So guys, we are on the original Xbox playing this. I'm not running it on PC. I'm not doing some mobile port or anything like that. We're on the original Xbox console for this. So that means like if there's any DLC or any extra content, I can't really get it. Because, I mean, original Xbox, basically obsolete. So yeah, when I get my physical copies, what I have, all right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy switched on over, guys. Got everything connected. We're ready to roll. All right, let's do this. And I do need to. How? Why did it literally exit out of my stream? Like the whole app just shut down on my tablet. That's crazy. Okay, so anyways,
we have all but destroyed the Jedi Knights. The old Republic is crippled. They can do nothing.
Let's go ahead and hop in this. Yo, what up, Dill? Welcome to the stream, man. It's a Peak game. Wait. I got a question for you, Dill. Is Peak game, is it KOTOR 2 or is it KOTOR 1? A lot of people tell me KOTOR 1's peak. So I've already beat KOTOR 1 and I've basically moved on to KOTOR 2. And then, I got another question for you too. You said both are peak, bet. I had someone comment on a clip I posted earlier today, or at least on like one of my past KOTOR clips, and the guy said I could port my character from KOTOR 1 into KOTOR 2. That's gonna be a PC only thing, right? Like, I'm gonna assume you can only do that on PC because I'm on original Xbox and like I never saw any sort of option for that. Yo, what's going on? Information. You said favorite skin color? I don't got a favorite skin color, but I'll tell you what we're rolling, man. We're full on dark side with this. Although I just got some light side points without meaning to. 20 hours and 55 minutes. Most recent game 1. Let's go. Danny, you said that originally was a thing. Gotcha. That you could like actually port characters. You had the original Xbox and you did. It was through the live. Gotcha. And I assumed live is just now obsolete on the original Xbox. Like the service isn't even like working on it anymore, I don't think. Dill, you're saying character porting never made it, and never played KOTOR 2 on original Xbox. Gotcha. Yeah, dude, you're gonna notice some like garbage graphics. You see the lines and shit? I think so. That I don't actually see on my end. I think that's part of the HDMI converter image. I might just have to buy like a better converter for my my video connection from my original Xbox into my capture card. I think we just landed on a moon of Onderon. So I'm pretty sure we just gotta like leave the craft and kind of explore. I want to say that's like pretty much all I had left to do in this now. It's the DXN, yes, you meet Kandris here. Dude, hell yeah, man. He's an OG, man. Dude, in KOTOR 1, I would just deck him out in the most insane armor, man. The most insane armor. He's the best melee companion in KOTOR history. Dude, yeah, he's so nice. He's tanky. Just like Big Z was. Big Z didn't run any armor, and he was tanky as hell. I'm gonna leave the Ebon Hawk. All right. So now that you think about it, that's why Adden asked all those questions. Gotcha. He also talks about the Vong in KOTOR 1. Not surprised. He's talking about a few streams ago. Gotcha. But you're talking about Big Z. Big Z's trash after Taurus. I only use him for the for that quest line. Yo, what up, Kevin J? What level are we? We are. Oh, they're only level 6, level 11. Nah. I don't even know what level I am. Hold on. Let me grab a couple here. So you look like Matt Shea. Do you have Handmaiden Jedi yet? No, I don't. I've been rolling with the
one does not simply ignore the like button.
I've been rolling with this person that's part of the Sith that we came across though, which has been a lot of fun to use. I'll always bring Kriya for the XP boost. I didn't know she gave an XP boost. Danny, you're saying Candace looks kind of different. Not to spoil anything. Gotcha. Okay. And then level, I am currently a level 13. And I can level up, but I a lot of times I've just been saving my level ups in case I need to heal. So I just kind of always save that. Said Atten can get Jedi on the first planet if you go to Nar Shaddaa first. I was never told that, Dill. I was never told that. But I've already been to Dantooine. Like, I'm already done with Dantooine, and then I was on my way to Onderon, and landed on this this moon. Said, yeah, there's hella guides out for all your companions. Gotcha. I was just like, honestly, I've just been more interested in just playing through the story. The plot of the game is what catches my eye, man. Seeing what happens, who we go up against, how things kind of like go down. I haven't been too worried about my characters and how I've been going about leveling up and quests. Like, I don't plan on 100%ing the game. I don't think I ever did in the first KOTOR. I just had a lot of fun, like, exploring and kind of like with this game too, just going through like the plot of the game, man, and seeing how everything happens. I said, okay, so you are awesome. It's fun that, oh, gotcha. You got full Jedi roster excluding Canderous, T3, Koto, and HK, gotcha. Dude, what about Jolee? Jolee Bendo. I gave him some of the OP force power moves, and he was so nice. Dude was so nice to run with. You say he's not in KOTOR 2, gotcha. Oh. See, like, I just assumed you meant like all of KOTOR 1A and 2, but that's on me. I kind of assumed. What the heck are these things? Okay. Force lightning. They just don't stand a chance, man. Just run Force Lightning over and over. Like, it works every time, man. You get the Sith Lords for story content mod on the original Xbox now. I did not know that. So you're gonna have so much fun here, dude. Like I had a blast just shocking them like that, man. Force lightning, so OP. Is this really just taking us down the same path, just going back? But it kind of seems like it's completely separate, though. Huh. Where's this at? Where's this? Maybe he's down here. Oh, yeah, 100%. Let's take him out. Bro. Oh, we're just gonna wipe them all out with Force Lightning. This is the best thing ever. You said you saw someone playing OG Halo 2 on the original Xbox on a live the other day? It was wild. Dude, Dill, I'm literally... I got, so I don't know if I'll actually do that on original Xbox since they have, the Master Chief Collection. But like my plan is to eventually play through like all of the Halo games. It's like that's gonna be like a series to grind out down the road. Like I've basically just been trying to grind through like entire universes of games. So it's like it started with Lord of the Rings, now we're on Star Wars. Eventually I want to make my way to Halo, like all the Spider-Man games. Like I got big plans. When I say Spider-Man, I mean like Spider-Man that released in 2002 on the original Xbox. You know, and then Spider-Man 2, and then Spider-Man 3 on the 360. Right? Just going through all of them. I said, bro, I love Halo. I have every game, even both Halo Wars and top-down shooter games. Gotcha. See, I don't have the top-down shooter games. Halo Wars 1 and 2, I've played a little bit of both of those. So dude, if you're gonna play all the Star Wars games, you're gonna be going for a minute. Dude, that's what I'm saying, Dalton. That's what I'm saying. Except like I'm actually gonna play off consoles until I get to, you know, your Xbox One type games or your Xbox One era games. Then it's like I'll convert to PC because I'm more of a PC gamer nowadays with our games that come out. Yeah, I play Star Wars PC games, definitely play Empire at War. Wait, is Empire at War? That's not an RTS, is it? Dalton, you said blinker? I won't do a full-on blinker, Dalton, but I'll do a rip. I'll do a rip for you. I don't know why my stream crashed. Okay, there we go. It didn't crash. Like the app just keeps closing out on my tablet, but we're good to go. And dude, yeah, yes, Dalton, there is. That's why, like, right now my plan is Lord of the Rings. I was able to go 6 months without burning out. So it's basically, I'm making it my goal to shoot for at least 6 months of just playing through and grinding out Star Wars games. And then whenever I hit that point, if I don't feel burnt out on Star Wars, I'll just keep it going. Okay, so we kind of cleared that path too. Let's head back up. You said if you play Empire at War, but definitely play the Mod Awakening of the Rebellion. All right. I'll take a. While that's there, I'm gonna pull up my snipping tool and actually catch a. I'm gonna catch a screenshot here of chat, so I have that saved and stored. Oh man. We're gonna move it. There we go. All right, I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick. Empire at War. All right. And yeah, Dill, I currently have both. I just got in both Jedi Knight games a few days ago. And then I also got that original Xbox Obi-Wan game where you're playing as like you're playing as Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Padawan, basically. So I had that game come in as well. I also got Republic Commando. I think that was another one. I'll save this under KOTOR 2. All right, here we go. I got it saved. I got that screenshot saved. You said the Obi-Wan Kenobi game is a little hard to play, but good game. Oh, I'm assuming, Kevin, is it just a little jank to play because of how old it is? And you said Atten's voice actor was originally gonna voice the main character in Jedi Academy. That's cool. Oh shoot!
I've got some news.
Oh, here he is.
Still going on. The Hawk's sensors just picked up a contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got.
Damn.
The ship may have landed nearby, though, or it may be on the other side of the moon.
All right.
So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
What is this dude? A remote droid? Leave it alone. Has been eaten away by the jungle. If it was repaired, you would need to access the computer that controls it to get it operational again. Well, good thing we don't need it. Boom, guys. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at that. If you beat KOTOR 2 a certain amount of times on both alignments, he tells you that when you meet. Gotcha. Oh. Use the thumbsticks to swing your saber. Oh, are you talking about like in a Obi-Wan Kenobi game? Hold on. Wait, I thought I just... How do you switch weapons on the fly, man? I can't actually pick anything up there. You got dead bodies, you got skeletons, and there's no loot. Let's keep on rolling. So in the dialogue bar, it says switch weapons. You click that swap. There it is. Yep. Okay. Yep. For sure didn't know that because I just kept skipping right over it. I'm pretty sure I've used that plenty of times before. I just forget every single time when I hop in that that's actually a thing you can do. Amazing. It's right under attack. Let's go ahead. Let's get a little health back. Actually, let's choke. Let's have fun. And then we'll drain life. That works pretty well. Oh, we can actually, yeah, I got detonator gloves. What's the detonator gloves do for us? When you proceed to level 15, become a Sith assassin for more FP. Okay. Bet deal. Said your feats are terrible for level 13. Yeah, that's what I got. I can go ahead and level up. But then we can't use the level up to heal. I've been... Ooh, I don't know about that. Persuades, oh, nice to have up. So leveling up to heal, it's a terrible strategy, not gonna lie. Okay. I've never been told that before, Dill. Never been informed of that whatsoever. Everyone tells me to treat injury, to just do treat injury because it's only one skill point. Or at least that's what I was always told when getting started, so. You've been granted the following powers. This level, resilience, Lightsaber form. I don't even know what those do. Those were not in KOTOR 1 whatsoever. But we can kill now. Or still can't run Force Storm. Can't run Deathfield. I've always been told that slow is OP. Yeah, Kevin. I got you. I mean, believe it or not, I don't have a good way of healing right now. So I had to run a shit ton of medkits on the last planet, so it's actually been super beneficial for me starting out. So I've kind of had to run it. To get the heal force power, I'm begging you, please. I had it on another character. That's why I never used it, because I did have it on a different character that I was running at the time, so technically I never needed it. But now it's like I'm running different characters, so yeah, I probably do need to get it. Run security up like that. Dill, keep in mind too, I'm not that familiar with the game. I'm basically spending points how I want to. And I've been told that certain things are OP, and it's just what I've been grinding for. I don't know any strats. I also don't really, I kind of want to figure things out too as I go a little bit. But like, I'm not that big into the strats. Like I said before, I'm just like, I'm a lot more focused on the plot of the game and seeing what happens with Nihilus and Scion. I'm more interested in the lore side. But that's basically where I'm at. Well, I know that, Dylan. I know that because it takes away any poison. Force Storm, Insanity, and Heal is the only powers you'll ever need. Gotcha. But yeah, no, I've just majority of the stuff I've been doing has just been off of what people have been informing me to go and kind of upgrade for. Like everyone tells me that I need to get Master Speed. Last game I ran Force Wave, which was sick as hell. So like, I'm also just kind of playing with things and having fun with it. Just making it real enjoyable. Been loving Force Scream too. What's Master Force Scream do? Power creates a wave of sound that does 7 to 42 points of sonic damage. Oh, that kind of fucks them up. Reduces attributes by 6 points to all enemies within 10. Yep, that's super OP. That's such a nice debuff, man. Run security. Get that up. Go back through this real quick. Alright. Well, we're on heal. Since I'm being informed I need to get it, I will go ahead and run it. Got nothing, leave it alone. Gotta find the terminal. Alright. But Drain Life has been super nice still because that technically heals me. You damage your opponents and you heal yourself with Drain Life. Also, the end is kind of lackluster because they had 14 months in this game and had a cut story. Master Speed gives you an additional +2 attack rolls, give you more chances to do damage. I did know that, Dill. I did know that about Master Speed. I was taught Master Speed was the very first thing I was ever taught about in KOTOR 1. So Drain Life is situational. Choke. Let's do that because that's fun. And then Shock Light, you know. Boom. I love original Xbox sometimes struggles. You run 4 stasis. 4 stasis I used in KOTOR 1. I was just wanting to do different powers, different stuff this playthrough. I was trying to stay away from a lot of the same stuff I had in KOTOR 1 because there's a lot of powers I just didn't get to try out on my way to beating the game. So the light side gets an ability in game that applies. Something else is one, gotcha. Bro, what they got? What is this? Alright. I just like bumped up game audio a smidge. I don't know. Hopefully it's not too quiet. It's okay. So at level 15 you can prestige class by talking to Kriya. It's also MVP, not gonna lie. You have led us on a very fine chase, human. The battle above was you're doing, yes. Bounties are worth more if you're still very much alive. They won't be able to get me. Why are you hunting me? Your view is narrow, human. The battle was not your responsibility, whether you admit it or not. Ooh. Since we are doing you a favor, the reception you would receive on the Onderon, holy cow, I can't talk, would be a cold one. What do you mean? Who are you? Why are you hunting me? You've caught the eye of someone very powerful on Onderon, and he wants you dead, but you do not need to worry about that now. Dude, what? They're after us. So you gotta go. Your girlfriend's venting about your son. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Dill. I said, how come you don't level your companions? I like to save my level ups for when I need heals, because leveling up your characters instantly heals them. So I've been saving them. Normally I just go through and level up right away. I don't really care for that, but it's been super clutch early game. Also, half the honor on military follows the queen, who's secretly following a Jedi. Damn. And that's the second Jedi we will come across then. Actually, no, technically the third. We had Atreus, we had Vrook, and now I'm sure we're gonna come up on another one. Dalton, you said, bro, it's such a smart strat. It might be, it might not be. I don't know how or if it affects the rate at which you're gaining XP, or if that even matters. So the other half are supported by the Sith. Bet Dill? You haven't found a single Jedi, you low-key forgot that's what you're supposed to be doing. Right? I kind of like how you can bounce around from planet to planet and just kind of do whatever. Who are you? Who is this man? The Zug family? Very effective, very famous. Never heard of you. Your ignorance is of no consequence, human. You will be educated shortly. Is he sure about that? Can we make a deal? Oh, well, he'd be breaking a deal if he makes a deal. You love that aspect of this game. Dude, same, Dalton, same. Very Mass Effect-y. Dude, I've never played Mass Effect. Since you're running a dark side build, support the general in taking the throne. The military turns on, gotcha. Dude, yeah, Dill. And sometimes, dude, I've even just been straight up killing characters. It's been so much fun. It's weird to say, but it's been so much fun, dude. To the Sith, either way you go for the Onderon Silver War, you fight Sith, gotcha. So, dude, you should run through the series. It's short and very amazing. Gotcha. How many Mass Effect games are there? take him out. All right. Shock him. Actually, choke him. We're an animal. Watch this. Oh, oh, oh. Got him. See, now my 30 med packs are basically useless. Is it Andromeda? This isn't very noteworthy in your opinion. Gotcha. Mass Effect was made by BioWare. Gotcha, Dill. Or is it BioWare? Yeah, so mid. You never touched it. Damn. Look at that. Look at that. Damn. BioWare never. Oh. BioWare made KOTOR 1 and Mass Effect. So wait, who made KOTOR 2? Hold up. Because BioWare did 1. Oh, it's Obsidian Entertainment. Okay. Literally not even the same company. And yet they just tried to what? Replicate it? Add improvements? Indeed it is. Mass Effect Dragon Age. Oh, is it Dragon Age Is it just Dragon Age or is it Dragon Age Inquisition? But yeah. Yeah, I heard about Dragon Age too. I've heard there's a bunch of those. We got a life support pack, advanced med pack, look at some metal armor, decent loot. Combat enforcer. So, you're saying KOTOR 2 was developed by Obsidian. They had 14 months. How long did BioWare have on KOTOR 1? Was it similar time frame, or they have more time on the game? So they gave the license to Obsidian, who are known for Fallout New Vegas. Gotcha. Oh, those are fun. Well, I want to say those are fun games, the Fallout games, but I've only ever played Fallout 4. I never played New Vegas, even though I know New Vegas is probably one of the more popular Fallout games of all of them. Lucasfilm wanted KOTOR 2 in time for Christmas. They wanted a Christmas release so that everyone would go out, buy the game, and gift it, you know? Everyone doing that kind of a number. So Obsidian is known for performing pretty good under a short time span. Gotcha. Fallout is another franchise you need to do. Dude, it's a good one, Dalton.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain.
Ooh, what's
for
this?
Now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet.
Ooh, okay.
Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find
let's go,
anything,
guys.
Alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
You said play Fallout 3 first, not gonna lie. Dude, like those are good games. Like I'm gonna be honest, I never even beat Fallout 4, but dude, I played it. I put a lot of hours in just exploring, and I probably made it through like 3/4 of the game. But like, dude, it was so cool. All the stuff you could do, you could build a base. Like that was the coolest thing to me. I was like, I didn't even know that was gonna be a thing. And then I played out Fallout 76 with some buddies for a little bit. And that was even I really loved Fallout 76 with the base building. You could play online, and it's purely online actually, with playing with your friends. Like, it was honestly kind of cool whenever it seemed like it was one of those games where very buggy. It was like very buggy early on, but like, I don't know, maybe like a year or two ago, I got into it with some buddies, and it wasn't too bad at that point after the game had been out for a while. So that had the cyber. That's it, dude. That's it. Still, that's a game I loved was Cyberpunk, man. Cyberpunk was
One does
so
not
much
simply
fun.
ignore the like button.
Dude, I think that was one of the last games I grinded out before I started grinding out, like doing these like marathon grinds or universe grinds or saga grinds, whatever you want to call them. But like before I started up with Lord of the Rings stuff, like Cyberpunk was like one of the more recent games that I grinded through and played. That was such an enjoyable game. Definitely went through a few different bugs, and then like I think I saved at closer to the end, and I was gonna play through all of the different endings and see what scenarios I'd get, but like I didn't stick with it long enough to do that. And I think I beat the DLC for it too. So your companions keep going down because they're... Oh yeah, gotcha. Let me just go ahead and level them up. I'm in. Perfect time to, since they are just low on level 2. I wasn't even looking at them, man. I was just running through the enemies with Force Lightning. I didn't know what was going on behind me. Let's run. Awareness is always good. She's got stealth. Not bad. Computer use. She's got no security. Oh no, let's run one real quick. She's got tons of level ups. It doesn't even matter. And I could run... Ooh, I guess she's got flurry. I could run improved critical strike. Master toughness is always so nice. If I could get towards that, man. Like... What else can she do? Force immunity, stun. So she's immune to that stuff. Dual strike. Right now, might run back up. I might just run toughness, so it doesn't take that much time to level up your people. Boom, 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 boom. Does she have? What does she have? Ooh, she's got horror. Give her a choke kill. Stasis is always nice. Stasis Field's OP as hell. Dude, there's some stuff on here I've yet to even try too. Heal's always clutch. I'm just gonna run heal for now. I have two Jedi or two Sith with heal. Intelligence, Constitution, Dex. She's got super high Dex. Holy shit. That's insane. High Wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi force points and force powers of the Jedi with high Wisdom are also much harder to resist. Charisma. That's kind of high. I'll keep that, man. We'll run skills, remaining points. Boom. I don't even use stealth, and I won't even use stealth. Just run security, man. And then she's got battle meditation. That's kind of nice. Holy shit, that's really nice. It also increases the vitality point. Ooh. She could run. We could also run. What was it? Force Valor, Night Valor, Master Valor. That's also super nice too. Restricted by armor. Force deflection's also super. I've been told that's kind of nice to run too. We don't have anything we can really upgrade, which sucks. I kind of want that protection though. We're gonna run Force Valor. But then yet that's it's all restricted by armor, ain't it? Heal isn't. Battle Meditation's also gonna be, I feel like that's gonna be nice too. I'm gonna run it. Remaining points, we got 3. Security.
Another warrior joins the fellowship. Let's go.
D-Matchu, thank you so much for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream, dude. We're just getting some level ups in for our characters because they're all severely under leveled, like Dill was saying earlier. I think I was basically just running toughness. I was like, health. Let's improve all of that. We don't have anything additional. Battle Meditation, we can't even upgrade. Energy Resistance, we can run that. Upgrade that. Alright. We don't have anything. Oh, we can run Choke. Level her up again. Colin Barker, thank you so much for the like on the live, man. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream, dude. Alright, we're gonna run back and forth. And then later tonight, guys, just not too far from now, we will hop on over to some Star Wars Episode 3. I played one mission last night. It'd be cool to get in like another mission or two on that, just to kind of get familiar with that game again, because that will be kind of like our next main grind. And I honestly don't even mind starting and playing just a little bit here and there on it, because I think we'll have a lot to grind out on it if we want to max all of our characters, or I guess Obi-Wan and Anakin as well. Force suppression through lightsaber. Let me go ahead and just snag. I know we can't use it. Well, burst of speed. That's what we'll have to do. Intelligence is always nice, 'cause we don't get a ton of points. Wisdom, charisma. Charisma's insane. I want to run 1 on intelligence. All right, get those feats. So she now has force immunity paralysis. All right, bet. We could also snag like an improved critical strike, which is nice. Let's check out what else we got here. Power attack. We don't care about weapons, or I guess I don't care about like ranged weapons. Focuses lightsaber. We could. Oh, let's just run master toughness. Let's do it. We can upgrade now our improved. We can get improved heal. All right. Let's get T3 leveled up. This sucks. We got so many level ups, guys. This is taking a minute. Got a lot of points here. I'm gonna run boom, boom, and boom. Just run it. Spread it across the floor. Oh, you already. Oh, I can't do that upgrade. Okay. I can't have that feat. Oh, we can run toughness. Always, I feel like toughness is always an option. That's at least how I see that, guys. Toughness is always a decent option. It's gotta be. Dexterity, look at that high dexterity. Intelligence, yes. Boom, just keep running it like that. spread it across the floor. There we go. All right, we get Gearhead, Master Gearhead. Let's do it, bro. All right. And look at that. Ooh. Dude, I'm loving the direction we're going with on a T3 right now. Look at this. This is nuts. Oh my gosh. Now they're all equal. Look at that. And we'll run improved toughness, and we'll get master toughness. We'll go like constitution. We'll bump up. One in each, man. One in each. Now we can't even. We have to level up. Oh, we can't even level up demos. All right, get into our feats. Master toughness, here we go. That should help with the health. All right, guys, now we're good. We get a dead Mando. At least he's got some loot. All right, let's head on in. This door is impenetrable to anything short of high-grade explosives. Use thorium charges to open this door. All right. We're good. Look at that. Look at that. Hey. Who's got demos here? Recover mine? Blinding flash mine? Can I get it? Am I too low level? Well, clearly that didn't work right because it blew up on me. And I can't even, dude, I can't even try to. That's why. Maybe that's why. We'll run heal real quick. There we go. All right, guys, let's snag this loot. We're gonna have so much. Dude, ooh, there's a Jedi robe, advanced med pack. Got an advanced repair kit. Some chemicals. Dude, I really haven't gotten much for chemicals out of loot, different like types of loot boxes. Looks like we just head back. All right, now I gotta check and see where I'm at on the map. Exit to some landing. So I need to turn back around. Just keep on going. We have yet to uncover this area, so. Fire here.
Hold it right there. We've got you surrounded. I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily.
What
are you doing here?
What is with Mandalorians and this damned moon?
We claimed this
That's what he
moon
says.
decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after Exar Kun's defeat. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here?
Alright. I want to know why we're trespassing. I was exploring. Our ship crashed. We were forced to land here. What's this? I was thinking of starting a Zerka office here. I sense a lot of untapped potential. He said rage baiting the Mandalorians was always so satisfying. Ayo, Betty, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Be better allies than enemies. Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna go. Our ship crashed.
We expected as much. Few visit
There we go.
by choice. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants to speak to you.
Oh, okay. We have orders to escort you to. The leader wants to speak. Lead on then. Your leader may be a use to me. Take me to him now. I'm not finished exploring yet. I can reach camp on my own. Now get out of my way. Alright. No, I'm just gonna say. Lead on then. There we go. Let's go. Grenades are excellent against multiple opponents. Target the center of a group for maximum effect. Dude, grenades are so tricky because enemies move. They don't, most of the time they don't stand still. So you toss a grenade and then it's like, oh, 2 seconds later, boom. Oh, but like the grenade just went off like 10 feet behind them. I guess unless you stun them. Dude, there's so many Mandalorians here. So many. Holy cow. It's literally a giant Mandalorian base. Dude, that's kind of nuts. Holy cow. It's crazy to me because we literally fought in the Mandalorian Wars, or our character did. Who is this man?
So you're the intruder. Our sensors picked up your handiwork in space. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians.
Mandalore? Thought the Mandalorians were disbanded. What is this place I'm trying to get to Onderon? But we killed Mandalore during the war. I'm just gonna say I thought the Mandalorians were disbanded.
Scattered, perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding.
Alright. Thought Mandalorians were just blasters for hire? You said we killed Mandalore? The only Mandalorians, what is this place?
This used to be the heart of the
Ask him that.
Mandalorian war effort. From this
What?
complex we commanded an armada that had the
Damn.
Republic on the run. It didn't last.
Yes, plus blasters for hire. Ponder on how I can get there. Camp looks like it's seen better days.
So it's transportation you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade.
Oh,
I
okay.
make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to
ISIS?
prove your worth.
Alright, you have to prove your worth? Why do I have to prove myself to
I don't
you?
travel with anyone
See what he
I'm not
says.
sure of. You look capable, but ISIS can be a dangerous place. If you want to travel on my shuttle, I want to make sure you aren't going to be a liability.
Oh shit, okay. Okay. I'm gonna prove myself. Everyone thought that Mandalore was dead, killed during the war.
Mandalore is the name we give to our leader. Becoming Mandalore is the greatest honor any Mandalorian
Oh
can
shit.
aspire to.
Okay.
When our leader falls in battle, the most worthy takes his place.
The most
So
worthy
even
just
though
takes his
your army
place.
killed our leader,
Alright.
it was only a
Found
matter
your
of
blast
time
from the
before we killed
past.
someone new. Me.
Oh, you're telling me it's Canderous. Yo, what up, Russian? The voice sounds so familiar. That's what you're talking. Yep. So this is him. This is him.
I'll let Kex know that you check out.
That's
We
kind of
found
cool,
more gear than we
dude.
can use
That he
to
became
trade
the
with
man.
enemies
He
for
became
supplies.
Mandalore. He
Be
became the
careful in the
leader of the
jungle. Our
Mandalorians.
patrols have stopped
That's
until the
such
space
a
traffic dies
different
down.
background from what we got in
Challenging beasts have been
KOTOR
cleared
1.
from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you. What do you want?
So sorry for the spoiler on a 15-year game. Dude, all good.
So far, you haven't done anything.
See what he
Check back when
says.
you've done something. There is one thing. The charges need to be detonated before
Charges?
anybody comes across them, so all
Okay.
you have to do is flip the switch.
Or are you going to
We were
blow up?
trying to uncover
Let's see what
the
it
entrance
says.
to a hidden cache of old Mandalorian equipment. The explosives should be easy to find. Just get to it before the Canucks do. The last months before Duxon fell,
See what he says about
the
the
old Mandalore
about this.
knew that Revan and the Republic were gaining the upper hand. He ordered our best engineers to hide caches of weapons and munitions throughout the moon, safely away from the enemy's hands.
All right.
They're not
Look at the
much more than
caches.
a couple of plasteel cylinders.
Oh, okay.
Before you get any bright ideas, if you uncover cache B13,
Leave it alone. Why is
Even
it
if you
telling us
survive
that?
the traps, it would require military-grade explosives to open without the proper access codes.
Oh man,
Inside belongs to the Mandalorians.
we should steal it. I want to steal them all.
I'll let Kex know. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies
Yeah, I want
down.
to steal all the loot,
Challenging
guys.
beasts have been cleared
You
from the
said so.
area,
The
but what's left might still be too much for you.
Basilisk, the Basilisk war droid in this game isn't as cool as the original concept art of the. Oh, gotcha. I mean, That's not the tank. That wasn't like the tank droid that I saw at one point so far, was it? It was just like a big, literally looks like a giant tank.
What do you want?
Oh, okay. I gotta just head out this way. Okay. So he was the only one who not evil or mean to gotcha. I think we got some loot back here. Don't mind if I do. Let's go. So no, Matthew Smart VO, he said, no, the Mandalorians have one of those sitting in their hangar on the planet. You'll see it later. Gotcha. Yeah. So I haven't played this one. I did play KOTOR 1 and I beat that. So yeah, I basically just moved on to KOTOR 2. And then here at the end of the night, I might switch over and play a little bit of Star Wars Episode 3. It's a game I just haven't played in forever. And then it's for sure gonna be our next game to grind out. Nothing for us to do there. Alright, can I talk to these guys?
So you are the visiting Jedi.
So congratulations on your first playthrough, man.
Are you here to
Dude,
observe, or do you seek to
Alex,
prove yourself
yes.
in the battle circle?
That's our man Kandris. He just has a completely different background in this game. Completely different, and it's super cool, not gonna lie. I like how they changed it up. Good going, Obsidian. So nah, it's him, same background. Oh, same background. I guess this is technically after KOTOR 1, so maybe that's what happened to him. He just went on to become like Mandalore. Is after he split from Revan. Okay, gotcha, Alex. It's just literally continuing forward off that. I just assumed it was a different background that he had. Like they just changed up a little bit of who he was going from game 1 to game 2. You aren't too much to look at. Observe, or do you see? Prove yourself in the battle circle. Oh, bet. Are there rules?
A few.
No fights
to the death.
death of
Other
the
parts of our training weed out the weak among us, but that isn't the function of the battle circle. There are
Okay.
individual rules for each fight.
Oh, what?
The warrior with greater honor determines those, which in your case means any Mandalorian makes the rules.
Damn. I'll be going. Wait. Who are you?
I am Davro, a Mandalorian warrior.
Why do they keep fighting in the background?
So I test my worth in the battle circle instead.
So, buddy, I've been doing this with him since KOTOR 1. I ain't saying anything he already doesn't already know. Yeah, we already knew Kandris. Like Alex is literally talking about like what we just witnessed in KOTOR 1. How he was there with Revan. with us, aka Revan. Dude, he was a lot of fun to use too. Like I would put some tanky ass armor on him and just let him go crazy. I'd just run melee unless he was like really hurting, then maybe I'd run distance for a little bit, get the heals going, then pop him. Have him run that melee weapon with the insane Mandalore armor or Mandalorian armor. With that heavy repeater, Bert. You're good, Alex. You're good, man. Are there? Oh, this time gonna let me. Okay. Sergeant Braylor.
So the Jedi Order isn't completely dead.
You always had hidden
Always
strengths,
had
very hard for even the wisest
Very
Mandalore
hard
to
for
judge
even
and
the
predict.
wisest Mandalore to judge and predict.
Alright.
Studied much of the Jedi.
Alright, dude.
I would be
Stuck to
honored
the
cross
red one, you
blades
can fight in
with
the
you
circle.
battle
Alright, bet.
circle.
Bet, Alex. Be honored to cross blades with you in the battle circle.
No.
Up to the sergeant.
Learning from both
Okay,
of our
bet.
apps,
I'm just
we
gonna skip
can
through. I'll be going now. I know who to talk to. Do.
The Jedi comes to grace.
I'm a real
Jedi
warrior.
rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If
Hell
you
yeah,
wanna
we
try and
are.
fight us on
Dude,
our
hell yeah, we
terms,
are,
that
man.
can be arranged.
Let's do it. I want to fight in the battle circle. Wait, what are the rules?
Never change. Once you enter the circle, you leave the circle only if
Yo,
your
what up,
opponent
user?
is
This is
defeated.
Knights of the Old
Second,
Republic
never kill
2,
anyone.
KOTOR 2,
The other
the
rules
Sith
are decided
Lords.
for each individual
William
fight.
Smith, thank you so much for the
Challenger must
like on the
abide
live,
by
much
the
appreciated.
terms of
Welcome to the
warrior
stream.
they challenge.
Have a good night, buddy. I'm out.
If
Sounds
you
good,
are
Alex.
determined
Dude, thank you so much for stopping by, man.
break any rule, and the battle is over.
A little bit
And you
later
are
on here,
dishonored.
we will be switching over to Star Wars Episode 3, and we are currently running this off of our original Xbox. Been running that big old Duke controller. Alright. Break any rule in the battle is over and you are dishonored. Dude, I literally did not pay attention to anything he said, but I also don't care. Wait, hold on. I'll be going now. Let me save. We never saved. We haven't saved in a minute, guys. I don't think we've saved once this game, actually. That's insane. How can I be this far and just not save? Alright, let's do this.
Here to
I'm gonna fight in the battle
You are
circle.
new here, so you will fight Davro. He is young and has not no weapons, no Jedi
Tricks and no items, just fist and foot. A true test of strength.
Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and pull any death blow. So put away your weapon and step into the battle circle. Now, you will
Okay, let's see what happens.
Fight.
Can we pause this? Oh, they take our weapon out anyways. Okay. Cool, dude. All right, dope. What do we do? Power? We'll run power attack, regular attack, crit. We'll just mix it up, dude. This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, this is dope. We're doing hand-to-hand combat, bro. Let's go, yo. Okay. He added a journal entry and we got 100 XP.
The match
Dude.
between Jedi and Davro
Let's
is
go.
over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor.
Honestly, I thought we were gonna get shit on because we didn't have like all that armor. Because it gets harder as you fight.
The challenger has
Ah,
expressed interest in
dang
fighting
it.
you. As little honor as you have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request.
Can they quit just like going
No,
to?
you would fight
They
again.
keep fighting back there, man. They just keep going back to it mid dialogue.
Here to watch him.
Wait, I'll be going now. Let me heal myself. There we go.
Here What? After defeating Davril, you have gained something
Yes, small honor.
There is a
Or the
challenge
challenge.
for you, since he is the challenge.
Wait. Oh. I'm gonna say no further turns. I can use my lightsaber in the Force. Why does he? Oh.
I will send a runner to Kex.
Bet.
Prepare yourself for your fight, Jedi.
Dude, let's go, guys. Let's go. Yes. Guys, no. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really fun. Okay, we're gonna run choke. And now that we've done that, plague. Is it wait? Wait, what? Said equip your lightsaber? Oh. It's just unequip and equip weapons. Where's my lightsaber? Do I really gotta go back to the main menu for this? I don't have it. It just like literally wasn't even equipped. That's amazing. Alright, okay. Now I got my lightsaber. Can run Force Scream as a debuff. Oh, it's so easy, man. Okay. I thought it was gonna be a challenge.
The match between Kex and Jedi is over.
Alright, let's do it.
Jedi is the clear and honorable victor.
Easy.
If you want to fight again, let me know.
Nope. Guys, I did not want to talk to her right now.
Here to watch
Alright, here we
fight or
go.
to participate. You choose to fight again. Now face a real Mandalorian warrior.
What are your
Tugrin,
terms?
what are
Say
your
gain
terms?
more honor.
Your fist and foot,
Come
right?
back to then
Tugrin
come back.
chooses to fight hand to hand. Remember, no weapons allowed, and absolutely no use of your force.
Alright, let's do this real quick. I
One
literally
does
just
not
mix it
simply
up like this.
Ignore the like button.
Yo, thank you so much for the like coming through over there on YouTube. Much appreciated. Alright, here we go. We'll probably fail here. We're missing way too often. We for sure fail. Alright, no, we lost. Alright, cool.
The match between Jedi Tagrin is the clear and honorable victor. Come back if you want a rematch. I'm sure that Tagrin
Alright, bet.
could use
This
the
guy is
exercise.
tough hand to hand. Gotcha. I feel like I gotta upgrade. Like, I gotta upgrade, like, one of my strike abilities at least if I just want to have a chance there. And I think I'd be good. So you can't continue until you beat him. Okay. Well, that I did not know. Let me go ahead and save. But it's not necessary to fight all of them. Okay.
For Mandalore!
I kind of assumed they're just throwing different Mandalorians at us and we gotta fight them like we're just going through a process of some sort here. I didn't really know what was going on. They're just throwing Mandalorians at us. So I've just been fighting. We get enough honor outside the camp. Is that what's going on here with the fights? I'm just gaining honor? Like, I don't even see, like, the point of the fights.
Another
We do
warrior
have a
joins
ship
the
in here.
fellowship. Let's go.
Hey! We had your guy, or Jer guy, came through with the sub over on YouTube. Much appreciated, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Oh, man. Get some loot. Is that like the only point of the fights? Is to just gain honor? Or is that literally just advancing the quest in order to continue forward? It made it sound like you gotta beat that or win that fight in order to progress. Let's see if there's any decent loot over here. Fix the wires real quick. That one is by the, at the terminal. Mandalorian terminal. Oh, it's straight inside there? There's no terminal, because there's no terminal over here. We were talking about the wires. Nothing for me in here. Damn. Okay, never mind. So it's just another way to get on there. Oh, well, I'm not even gonna worry about it then. How the hell do I get out of here? What's the shuttle hangar? Relay dish and workbench. Exit to jungle. What was the other exit? Oh, it just says map note Kex. Okay. Alright, for Mandalore! I think I looted all these. Mandalorian guide. Run that way. Let me go over here real quick. I don't know if we've been over here. Is there somebody to talk to? Yes, Kex.
You here to gloat over your victories in the back, so why are you back?
Let's see what you have. I'm curious now. Bro. Why so many credits? 10,000 credits, man? That's 5,000. Unity, stun, fear, and horror. That sounds kind of nice. Long sword. Got different Mandalorian guns, which is pretty cool. Thermal detonators. Ooh, those are nice. Bunch of grenades. What else we got? Can we loot these containers? Nah, no we can't. Okay. To the jungle. Actually, guys, now I'm just now hitting 9 o'clock p.m. my time. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna put in Star Wars Episode 3 for a little bit before we hop off for the night. I for sure want to get one more mission played. Might even play 2 missions. I've been going a little bit later than normal, although tonight I might end the stream like just a little bit earlier, maybe like 10 minutes earlier than normal, just because I do have to kind of pack up and get ready for a trip I'm going on, and then I'll be leaving for here. It's gonna be Thursday morning. Alright. We are playing the official hard copy, guys. Star Wars Episode 3. Let's go ahead and do this. But we're gonna pop this in, play this for a little bit to kind of end the night. If you guys are just not tuning in, we were grinding out some KOTOR 2, made a little bit of progress. Still currently on that moon on our way to Onderon. So we still have a little ways to go on that. And then with this game, we actually just played the first mission last night. So we'll be hopping right into the second mission playing as Obi-Wan. And I'm gonna turn down this audio. I do have to turn down. I have to mess with because it's loud. Bro, alright, let's go. Dude. This brings back so many memories for me, guys. This is the game I played as a kid and grinded and grinded and grinded and loved it. So we're gonna load into our old game. I literally just called the game save Sith 12. I don't know why, but it's what I did. An explosive development with Obi-Wan. Let's do it. Jumping right into this thing, man. Forgot they had multiplayer for this too. This was so cool back in the day. We're on single player, bonus missions. Hey, we're on story missions. Dude, I can't wait to I need to find all the secrets, man. Oh shoot. Yo, how do I find all the secrets? Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll play through the first one. Find all the secrets. Hold up, wait a minute. We're gonna look up a follow guide. Star Wars Episode 3. OG Xbox. Let's say all secrets. All secret locations, maybe. Across 15 levels. Alright, bet. Mission 1, rescue over Coruscant. 3 secrets. Secret 1, destroy the droids and look behind the crates on the upper catwalk. Hold on, we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna do this. I want to find all the secrets as we go, because I think that's really cool to kind of do. And there's guides all over the place. I didn't do this with KOTOR 1 or 2 because I was more interested in the plot of those games and seeing where they kind of go and learning about the lore. But this is Star Wars Episode 3. I know everything about it. I already know everything that's going on, so now I can just kind of look beyond that. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys.
Isn't in this hangar. We have to move on.
Let's do it.
Anakin, be careful. Try mixing light and heavy attacks.
Thanks for the tip.
Also, guys, let me know if the audio's okay.
Watch those canisters.
Come on, Obi-Wan. Get back, dude. I did just go ahead and adjust the audio a little bit. The last night, game audio was super loud. Just let me know, guys. If it's way too loud, I can mess with that.
These things don't know when to quit, do they?
Use the Force, Anakin.
Good advice.
So let me look at this guide real quick, guys. So this is, I gotta zoom in on this bad boy. Maybe that's not gonna do it. Okay. There we go. So secret 1, we gotta destroy the droids, look behind the crates on the upper catwalk. Secret 2, break through the security door on the right after defeating the group of super bad droids. After the elevator sequence, slice open the wall panel to reveal the final room. Ooh, okay. So let's kind of check these out as we're going.
Deflect their fire.
Stop
Oh.
now, you still have a chance.
More spare parts. R2, see if you can get those catwalks moving.
All right, R2, there you go. So destroy the
needs
droids
some
and look
cover.
behind the crates on the upper
Use
catwalk.
combination attacks against those super battle droids.
Tell me something I don't know.
I just want to make sure, guys, that we didn't. Like, that there's. Okay, no. There's literally nothing else. Okay. Cool. Run back.
Scrap metal.
Come on now. Come on now.
Much better.
Let's go. Easy. Let's go, R2. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is way too much fun. This is way too much fun. You can really get some cool combos going.
These droids need to be taught a lesson.
Nice
All
work,
right, R2's done. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it.
Hurry, we still have a mission to complete. Anakin, behind you! No backtracking now.
Okay, so that's the catwalk. Behind the crates, upper
We
catwalk.
can't stay here
Oh,
fighting droids, Anakin.
Now, where were we?
I
Force
don't
is telling
think
me
so.
something here.
oh, I forgot you can move like that, bro. That's cool. Okay. Does holding block actually do anything? Surely you got like stamina that you're working with
We
here.
must use the Force to move this wreckage.
But yeah, guys, I'm just replaying the first mission because I want to get these secrets. See if I can at least find them. We got a
This
guide
debris
currently
is too
pulled up.
heavy. I can't lift it alone.
I'm on it.
Let's do it. Easy work. Easy work. So yeah, guys, this will be a major grind of ours coming up after we beat
Your
KOTOR
lightsaber
2.
can
We'll start
deflect their
focusing
fire.
a lot on this game on with our main grind nights on the weeknights. All right, this dude's over here.
Back. We don't have time to play around here, Anakin.
These droids again?
Let's go. There's nothing here. Oh, we do got some droids coming in though. Take them all out.
Another junk pile.
These droids aren't getting
Come on
any
now.
stronger.
Oh,
These
another
droids
one.
Don't quit.
Yo, what a sick move, by the way. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Are we also? I'm curious if we're on hard. Are we playing on hard? We are. Bro, we are. Let's go. That's perfect. I wanted to make sure that we were on hard because I have
Hurry.
experienced this
We
game
still have a
before. I
mission to
know
complete.
what to expect from some of the missions, and might as well just put the hardest difficulty on, you know?
R2, see what you can do about those shields.
We just gotta figure out our combos and kind of get everything down. R2, damn.
He says the droids have activated a lockout protocol.
Is there any way around it?
Yes, yes.
There's a shut-off in that landing grid over there.
Let me do it.
I'll take care of it.
Let's go. This will be interesting.
We need to access that control console.
Ah, we got a ton of droids that come in. I forgot about this, bro. There's so many.
I'm ready ready for anything now. Hold on. I sense something.
We need to override that lockout.
I'm on it.
Well, I guess there's like nothing else. Hold on. Wait, how can I not? Oh, I thought maybe that I'd be able to go in that door,
That did
find
it.
the secret, but there's nothing there.
Anakin, I could use your help here.
So the droids.
I'll take
Upper
care of it.
catwalk. Maybe that's what that means here.
I was wondering when they'd show up.
I hope you're having a good time.
Come on, Anakin. Let's go, bro. Yeah.
Use the Force to
Nah.
jump in here.
Obi-Wan, no. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Can I really not? Nope. Damn. Is there nothing for me here? I thought maybe there'd be a
Force
secret.
jump, Anakin.
I'm a little disappointed. Well, alright, let's force jump.
Force jump, Anakin.
Let's do it. Let's jump 100 feet.
Take this. Watch those snipers.
I can handle this.
Any
Not
loot?
that way.
Sorry, Master.
I'll cover R2. You take those snipers out.
One step ahead of you, Master.
Oh, there's like nothing else. Alright, let's just collect
That
that.
should get me by for a while.
Force jump, Anakin. Ha! You can't beat me.
No challenge at all.
I need some assistance over here. Use the Force.
Oh, there's like no secret. There's nothing in here. I thought there'd be something there.
R2, shut those shields down.
You make this too easy.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, R2.
Stay back. Your lightsaber can deflect their fire.
Oh, let's go. Let's take them out. Surely we're right here. Yeah.
Use combination attacks against those super battle droids.
More scrap metal coming fast.
Oh my God. Come on now. The combos, bro. The
I sense a
combos.
disturbance in the Force.
I got fair though. I'm not getting any like real good stuff here. I'm not getting. I'm not like piling up a ton of combos. I wish I was.
Nice work, R2.
I forgot. Oh, it's A. Okay.
I'll never get tired of
Easy. Okay, we gotta take out Sniper now?
R2's done it.
Nope, no we don't. Never mind.
Let's get moving. The Chancellor's waiting.
Let's go, guys.
Handle this, R2. You stay here with the ships.
Dude, I never... What? I only found one secret. I found it yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, well. Got our upgrade terminal. Let's go to... combat skills. There we go. Area attacks. Devastating attacks fueled by the Force. Lethal and stylish finishing moves. Oh, man. Do I really not... I can't upgrade these? Dude, my Xbox sounds like it's struggling. Well, I guess I didn't get any experience? I don't know. That's weird. Oh, well, we got the game saved. Rescue of a Coruscant. We got an explosive development. We'll grind this one out. And I think we'll run as Obi-Wan with this one. I'm pretty much gonna skip this. I mean, we're on the ship, guys. We're heading towards the Chancellor.
Two Jedi have landed in the main hangar bay.
Oh, I guess we can't skip it. Let's go.
Just as Count Dooku predicted.
Oh, not this dude. I remember these guys. They hug you. They hug you. They just hug you, pick you up, and then throw you on the ground, bro. And they can block like that. This is cool.
Warning, fuel breach in chamber 7.
Alright, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. This brings back so many memories.
Alright. Now I'm worried.
These guys, I remember these guys actually being a little bit tough.
From one bad situation to another.
I don't think so.
Oh, I was trying to grapple, man. There we go.
Grapple droids incoming.
I'm trying to grapple. It's not letting me grapple. There we go. Come on now. Dude. Ah! Oh, come on. Let's go, Anakin. Hell yeah, he helped me so much right there.
Watch those grapple droids. More spare parts.
Yes.
Scrap metal.
Come on now. Heal, 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 heal. Come on, Anakin. I need Anakin just to do everything, bro. It sucks. Alright. We're just gonna heal, bro.
Now we have to contend with those electrical discharges.
As if the droids alone weren't bad enough.
Well done, Master.
I gotta wait for my force to recover. Okay, there we go. Got a back to tank. Take it. Get some heals.
You make this too easy.
Oh, there's another, there's more heals right there. We're gonna grab those. Oh my gosh.
These blasted droids.
I don't have enough yet. I gotta let my force recover. There we go. Snag that.
More scrap metal coming fast. Is that all you got?
All right. Now we should have. Oh, I bet. Oh, come on. Let me throw that. There we go. There we go. Let's take all these out, guys.
We've done it.
We also got Anakin back here dealing with some droids.
I'll never get tired of this.
There we go. Alright, now we're good to go. Alright. I remember this dude getting chopped in half. Yeah. That door saved us.
Destroy him.
I think a turret drops down over here. Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't drop down. It's just already there.
Blasters. Stay down. Redirect their fire back at them.
Boom. Let's go.
And stay down.
Oh, there's two different
The
areas?
force is strong here.
Okay, bet.
Connection to the force deepens. We can't go this way. When are you droids going to learn?
Alright, I guess I gotta go up now. So I think I gotta always look for destructibles. So I think destructibles are huge in this, in collecting and gathering extra stuff in the game. There's some health.
These things don't know when to quit, do they?
Alright, bet.
Use the force.
Keep them
Master.
coming. Ooh, bet. We're gonna lower that thing. Why is Anakin just staring at us, guys? See what happens here. Ah. Okay. Teamwork. Teamwork does it. Let's go.
I don't think so.
Try your lightsaber.
Another junk pile.
Initiate saber plunge on door. There we go. Really? I just gotta wait till they attack, and then it's just like I just run my light attack with X, and I'm quick enough. That's why I need to start running. Start running my little strategy. Alright, here we go.
Go for that power conduit.
Got him.
I sense something. Freeze! On your guard now.
No challenge at all. Go for that power conduit.
Alright. So that opens that door, and then we're gonna plunge our lightsaber
I'm
again.
growing stronger.
Hey, health surge, max health increase, bet. Do we have anything for us to? Nah. There's nothing extra around here. Let's just head right in. Alright, let me just flick that left stick. Alright. It's left. Where's the little droids that roll around and shock you? I'm waiting for them to show up
Keep
yet.
your eyes open.
Find a way to jump from here.
Stay back. Clumsy machine.
Got another? Or is that it? That's it. Okay. Go ahead and force jump. Alright. I think we're coming up to maybe the last area. Oh, yep. They're going to introduce the new enemies. These little
Dalton
little
used
dudes
blinker.
that roll around.
Here we go.
Oh, I gotta pause my game. Bet Dalton. Bet Dalton. Let's go. I think my audio failed halfway through. But we went ahead and did it, Dalton. Let's go, dude. Yo, what up, Grand Moff Tarkin? Yo, what up, dude? I love the username. Bro, it's crazy to believe that Tarkin was in Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show. That was like my favorite way of like seeing him portrayed in Star Wars. The dude was actually like, so bro, he's the GOAT in your opinion. Gotcha, dude. Hell yeah, man. Oh, this didn't. It didn't switch us back to the other scene. I think the command kind of just like stopped halfway through on that, but we'll go ahead and pull that back up. There we go. Yeah, we were just ending the night on some Star Wars Episode 3.
They don't think they'll stop us, do they?
Droids aren't known for their brains, Anakin.
Whoop. There we go. It's a W. Dude, I haven't played this in such a long time, man. I think I was no, I think I ran this on an emulator like 6 or 7 years ago. Like,
Joins
it's
the
been
fellowship.
a while.
Let's go.
I legit haven't played this in a minute. I did grow up on this game, believe it or not, on original Xbox, and dude, I am on original Xbox again.
We're going to have company.
I picked up an original Xbox like probably been like 3 to 4 months now. And I've basically just started collecting the games I've been wanting to grind. I've just been getting them hard copies just in the mail. Oh man. Oh, step. Got him. That's awesome. I can't even find mine. Oh shit. Yeah, dude, I had to buy an original Xbox off Facebook Marketplace. I couldn't.
I doubt it'll get us anywhere. Bring that
I
chunk
think
of
I
metal
gave
down.
mine away to my cousin when I was younger. So like I think I kind of lost my original Xbox that way. And thank you so much for the like on the live, man.
Let's find out.
But yeah, like KOTOR 2 has been our main grind, and then I've just been kind of ending my nights with some Star Wars Episode 3. Cause like Star Wars Episode 3, this game will be my next game to like really grind. Will be this, and I'm like just trying to like get started on it so I can get familiar with the combat.
I'll never get tired of this.
But yeah, like and then I also have I've got Republic Commando in, I've got Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight, or both the Jedi Knight games, 1 and 2. So like some of those I've never even played, but like Star Wars Episode 3 I did play. I think we're good to go now. And eventually, dude, I'm gonna work my way through like the different console eras, basically, right? So like I'm on the original Xbox. Eventually, I'll get to 360 with The Force Unleashed 1 and 2, and then I even got Star Wars. Like it was just Star Wars Kinect, so it's basically a Star Wars game using the Kinect on the Xbox 360. I picked that up, and then I picked up Star Wars Clone Wars Republic Heroes as well. So just like more fun games to grind out, and then it's like I got all the newer stuff to play too, or that I'm wanting to go through while I'm doing this little Star Wars marathon. Ooh! Oh snap!
Behind you. Come on.
Oh snap! Come on. There we go. Catch him slacking. Catch him slacking. Let's go. Oh, he's getting me now. Nope, got him. Where's Anakin, bro? Dude, he's just killing. Why is he running away? I'm trying to rack up some XP here, and Anakin just isn't helping.
Hardly worth my time.
Oh, hey, just keep jumping back. Stick with Anakin. Oh snap! Oh snap! What have I won? Dude, charge impale, the hugging battle droid. I don't. How do I? That? Dude. There we go. Come on now. Keep racking up some XP, man.
Don't move.
Yeah, let's go. I forgot. I gotta. Ooh.
Force is strong here.
Okay, bet.
Increasing.
I gotta start looking for destructibles. Anything I can destroy, I need to destroy along the way. I keep forgetting this. It's gonna allow me to find so much more stuff along the way on these maps.
They don't let up.
Oh snap, Anakin, come on, man. Come on, man. He's not helping. Look at him, he just stands there.
Scrap metal.
He stands back and does nothing. He just holds. Are you guys seeing this? He's holding block. He's literally holding block.
This whole place is coming down.
Weak. Anakin's weak.
You can't beat me.
So do you play Battlefront, dude? I do a little bit. Have you played Battlefront 2 Kyber? Kyber mod?
These things don't know when to quit.
Battlefront Expanded? I like to play around on that from time to time. That's always really cool. Dude, yeah, on PC. Oh yeah. I got into that recently. I used to just run an OG Battlefront 2 all the time on Steam, or technically it goes through the EA launcher, but yeah, then recently, well, not recently, but like anytime now that I'm playing Battlefront 2, I'm just running Kyber, doing Battlefront Expanded. Sometimes I'll just do some co-op and chill. Just run against AI and play with the different heroes. I have yet to try like any actual online servers. Dude, I found 3 secrets. Okay. That's another thing I want to do is like kind of go through, find all the secrets, and there's so much to do. Force heal. If I do that, pump 1 into force heal. All right. Proceed, and then combat skills. I want to run. Probably run area attacks. Yo, Obi-Wan got mad XP that time. Okay. Let's go. And then we're gonna get critical next. Alright, bet. Number 3. Dude, I'm gonna do this. I'm having way too much fun with this right now. Originally, I was just like gonna call it quits there, but I forget how addicting this game is.
R2.
Simple, straightforward. Oh, come on. Come on now.
Guns won't help you now.
Let's get him.
How's
Let's
R2
go.
coming with that elevator?
It's back to tank.
Now, where were we?
Master, incoming!
Oh no, R2, you weren't supposed to get that just yet, man.
The lift is here. See if you can get those doors open.
Cover me.
Your lightsaber will burn through that door. Stay down.
You can't beat me.
I'll never get tired of this. R2 came through. The lift is here.
Let's go.
Force is telling me something here.
Scrap metal.
Is there anything? Do I actually unlock anything, or I can't actually do anything? Okay. Wait.
Anakin, our ride's here. Can you get those doors open?
I was hoping maybe there'd be like another destructible somewhere, but
Master, I could
There we
use a
go.
little help here.
there we go. Dude, this was so cool back in the day
Almost
too.
there.
You like you
Stay
you
on
actually get
target.
to cut out stuff with a lightsaber. It's like you're doing more than just fighting. They have you using it as an actual tool. Oh, dude, we fucked them up.
I won't be long, Master.
Be careful.
I remember this one being kind of
Always on the
this can be kind of tough here.
Maybe I should have stayed in the elevator. And stay down. Oh, hello.
Where they at? Where they at? Alright. Oh, what's this? Let's take them out. Oh, come on.
It's about time.
Come on now.
Stand down.
Come on now. Let's go. Let's go.
Cheap Federation droids. Hold on. I sense something.
Anakin,
Come on now.
if you're not too busy,
No,
still
no, we
have
should
to
have had
rescue
some
the
more
Chancellor.
hits off.
Yes, Master.
Come on now.
I've just run into
Oh,
some
let's
old
go.
friends.
Dude.
Well, when you're finished out there,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
now what?
Ah, great.
The Separatists have stopped my car. My car is stopped. I suspect they know we're coming.
Not another step. No challenge at all.
Anakin, are you still out there?
You guys again.
God dang. Aw, dude. Aw, dude. Let's go. Heal, 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 heal. Come on, come on. Alright. Yeah, let's go.
Can I take this
Yep.
one?
Let's go. Come on. Take him out. Come on. No, 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 no. There we go. All right, we got one more. Nope, he's dead.
R2, where's Obi-Wan?
Bro, yeah. What happened to Obi-Wan? I hope we get to switch to him.
Well, can you open the door?
Ah, we gotta jump up and join him. There we go. Alright,
The
cool.
controls are jammed. Looks like the droids have
Boom.
other plans for us.
Not if R2 has anything to say about it. R2, override the control lock in car 3. More ray shields.
Ah.
Find the shield's power source and disable it.
Loud and clear, Master.
Anakin, be careful.
Stop now while you still have a chance.
Is that all you got? Plunge your lightsaber into that door.
Come on now. No way.
You work on that door. I'll cover you.
That's where we're supposed to go? Is there anything else? No. Alright. So we gotta go right on in.
That got it.
More scrap metal coming fast. That'll help.
Anakin, do you read me? Locate the shield's power source and shut it down.
Scrap metal.
Oh, those aren't destructibles?
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Alright, let's
That'll
ooh, ooh, there's something good.
Anakin, do you read me?
Alright,
Locate the shield's power source and
let's
shut
do
it
it.
down.
Shut it down. There's nothing left for us to
That's
get there.
got it. Let's head back to the elevators. Mission accomplished. Back to the elevators. Ha! I sense danger. Look out for that debris. We've got to get back to those elevators now.
And stay down.
There we go. We got him. Alright. Get rid of these destructibles. Do we get anything?
That should get me by for
There's
a
a
while.
back to tank.
Anakin, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Ah, oh, do we just...
Stop playing with those droids. We've got to go.
Where am I supposed to go? Okay, just right back to the elevator shaft? Okay. Oh.
Master, wait. This one's not.
Yep, here we go.
R2, hit the brakes.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Dude, what up, Mars Space? Said beat this when you were 12, now you're 32. Let's go, bro.
Do they?
Hell yeah. I played this as a kid, man. It was so much fun back in the day. I've been hard grinding some KOTOR 2, and then I've been basically playing this at the end of my streams. It's been so much fun. And I'm just getting started on Star Wars Episode 3.
Stay back.
Or on this game. And then KOTOR 2,
We could use some help.
probably like a quarter of the way through the game now. Oh shit.
These droids aren't getting any smarter.
Where are they at?
These droids are asking for it.
That's far enough.
R2, stop this car!
Yo, where the hell's R2? What's going on here?
They don't let up.
Alright, he's done. We got him.
Could this get any worse?
Bro, let's go.
Droids going to learn.
Ah, another one. Oh, nice, Obi-Wan. Hell yeah. He just stuns them, bro. So you want to replay The Force Unleashed 1 and 2, but gotta get your Xbox out of storage. Gotcha. Dude, yeah, those are 2 games I got recently.
No challenge
I
at all.
plan on eventually getting to them. I'm just starting off with older games on the original Xbox.
Back.
Eventually, I just want to work my way through the entire Star Wars universe, and so I'm like playing some of the older games, gonna work my way to the Xbox 360 era of games, so like Force Unleashed 1 and 2. Then there was like a Star Wars Kinect game. There's also, I think it was Star Wars Clone Wars Republic Heroes. The game based on like the Clone Wars TV series. That's also on 360, and then anything newer than that, I will just play off of my PC. It's basically how I'm gonna run this. And I don't know. Kind of did this grind with Lord of the Rings, went 6 months before I got burned out. So my goal is to go at least 6 months on just Star Wars stuff. If I burn out before then, I burn out before then, but hopefully I make it at least to that 6 month mark. And if I'm not burnt out with Star Wars games by that point, I'm just gonna keep grinding them. And eventually, I want to play the Galactic Racer. It's gonna drop in October. And then what's crazy is we got GTA dropping in November. And I think whenever we get to closer to the release date for GTA 6 on PC, I think I will do like a full-on Grand Theft Auto series, starting with Grand Theft Auto 3. Because like those games are so much fun too, and playing through like your campaign is a blast in the Grand Theft Auto games. I think what we're gonna run combat skills. We'll do that. GTA 6 is just too overhyped at this point. It is, and I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I know I'll at least play through like the campaign and I'll even play online a little bit when online drops with some buddies of mine. So yeah, man, the first Star Wars games you played was Pod Racer on N64. It came with the console. See, for me, my first ever Star Wars game, it was either this game or it was Star Wars Clone Wars on original Xbox. I think those were like the earliest games I had. Or I didn't have Star Wars Clone Wars. A friend had that. But like this Star Wars Episode 3 I actually had growing up. Man, I gained a lot more XP with Obi-Wan than with Anakin. Settling the score, dude. I'm gonna have to save this for another night, because now we're getting kind of late in the night. At least for me, because I gotta wake up early in the morning. But dude, we're on mission 4 already. I feel like we're breezing past this, but like I know it's gonna take a while to actually grind out all of the levels for both Obi-Wan and Anakin. So that game actually looks like fun to play, dude. Kevin, you're talking about the pod racer got a fresh new look. No, did I save? Oh well, I guess that saves the game. Okay. What's cool is like they have multiplayer too. There's cooperative as well. That's nuts. Oh, we got some concept art. Yo, what do we got here? Hold on. That's kind of cool, guys. That's kind of cool. Yo, all right. We can check different ones. There's a generator room. Grapple droid. Buzz droid. What else we got? Grapple droid, blue. Buzz droid. Generator, alright. And then this was the air battle droid. That's cool. They got concept art on like literally everything on this. This is dope. You can replay movies as well. I love this, man. Okay, yeah, so I think we're all good here. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna switch on over. We're gonna switch on over to our chat scene here, guys. I'm gonna pop this disc out. So guys, I will be live. Well, I might be live. I might be live for a little bit tomorrow night, but I probably won't be on for quite as long because I got a trip coming up that I'll be leaving for here Thursday morning. And so that's going to lead us up to, yeah, Thursday night, Friday night, the weekend. I'll be gone, and then Monday night I'll get back. Honestly, hopefully I get back at a decent time Monday, and then I'll be streaming again Monday night and kind of we'll get hopped back into KOTOR 2, and then we'll probably play some more Star Wars Episode 3 as well. But that's gonna be our plan moving forward, guys. So like we got a lot coming up here this upcoming weekend. But I will for sure try to stream a little bit tomorrow night. What time we start at? Normally it's been 7:30 p.m. Central Time, but tomorrow night it might be a little bit later, just depending on what kind of errands I gotta run after work. But that's gonna be the plan. We'll just shoot for like 8:30 time, and that'll be Central Time. But yeah, you guys have a great night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys were new to the stream, we are currently live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok. All you guys have to do is look up iAchieve or iAchieve Studios. And you guys will find me, and I'm also posting clips daily on TikTok and YouTube. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on out of here so I can get some sleep, and you guys have a great rest of your nights. Thank you guys so much again for stopping by the stream, and I'll catch everyone tomorrow night. And then if I'm able to stream earlier in the night, I'll basically just update my story for you guys and let you know what's kind of going on and what time I think I'll be on and running. But yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow night. We'll try to play a little bit. But yeah, so I'm gonna catch everyone later. And once again, guys, have a great night.